Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I've got my 2026 monthly creativity goals. So these are just some fun goals just to help me keep my creative juices flowing, so to speak. I have always been a rather creative person, but after having kiddos and life getting super busy and now having like an entire YouTube channel, it has fallen to the wayside more than one time. Essentially, the harder that something is for me to do, or the more segregated that I need to be, like if it's not something that I can do while I'm doing other things, it does tend to get a lot less attention because I have to make dinner. I have to get my kids to and from school. I have to do this, that, and the other. I have to work. So I can't just drop everything and sculpt something out of clay. I have to really make time for it. I have to be very intentional about that. So these little goals are my way of trying to be more intentional and give myself some space to be creative. So I'm going to go through those items for you guys again. Then just like with the video that I did on the fitness goals, these are not in any particular order quite yet. And that's fine. I have just settled on these as my goals for creativity. So the first one is I want to make a Deathy shadow box. This one I feel like will be super fun. I know I've mentioned it before on the channel, but if you haven't seen the video, I have a essentially a death wall. It's like a museum wall. So I have like preserved bugs and bones and all kinds of fun little goodies over there. So one of these days I will do an office tour. I should probably like clean up my office before I do that. And also probably remove any pictures of my little people. But I think that Deathy shadow box will fit perfectly in with the rest of the decor on that wall. And it'll be super fun too. Number 2 is a dark, what I wrote is dark clay decor item. So what my intention is there is to create something out of clay that is more of the darker gothic deathy type aesthetic to go on that wall as well. So maybe like a type of like sculpted skull or something would be fun, just to again match that whole wall. I also want to make a gratitude board. Okay, you can't see, but there's an R and an A right there. I promise it makes some form of sense. I also want to go thrifting. I used to love going to the thrift store. I have fallen quite out of love with it because I have found that in recent years, I have gone to different thrift stores, Goodwill, etc., and items are marked almost at brand new price, even though they are completely used. And it's like, why not just go buy the new shirt then? There are still deals to be found, of course, but a lot of times, like especially Goodwill, and that's a lot of what I have around me, things are so far beyond overpriced, it's absurd. I mean, nobody's going to Goodwill or a thrift shop of any kind to pay full prices. But anywho, I want to try it again and see if I can kind of find a little niche of good stuff, or maybe a really good thrift store. I used to also really love to go to garage sales, But nowadays, I really see a lot of people, unless they're like selling big items like workout equipment, furniture, etc. A lot of the stuff is again marked up super high. Like if I go to a garage sale and they're telling me it's $5 for a single stuffed animal, I'm leaving. I remember the days when it was like 25 cents for a stuffed animal. So it just, and of course everything is to my own personal preferences. But the next item on my list is DNA testing and family tree building. I would love to know like my heritage and a lot more about like my ancestry and whatnot. So I think that would be really fun to do. And I know some people who have recently done like DNA tests, and they've found some really cool stuff. Another one is a picnic lunch. And this is likely something that I would do by myself. And make like a cute little bento lunch for myself and just kind of go and relax. Maybe under a tree, maybe read a book, something that just sounds so peaceful. And also I feel like, I mean, my husband doesn't care if like I make cute lunches, he'll eat whatever. But my kids, sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. And I feel like it doesn't get appreciated as much when I'm doing, like when I do it for myself. So I want to do that. I think that would be super fun. I want to write a short story. I want to write a letter to husband, son, daughter, mom, and dad. Sometimes I will write my parents, like I've done for my mom before, where like I wrote letters and then folded them up and then said open when you're sad, open when you need to smile, open when it's your birthday, like different letters like that. And she absolutely loved those. So I would love to do something maybe not quite that extensive because I already have like 5 different people. So if I wrote multiple letters per person, that's going to take a very, very long time. And I get hand cramps already. The next thing that I wanted to do is I want to make a jar of free things to do. So that when the kids inevitably come to me and say, I'm bored, I can tell them to go pick something out of that jar. And it can be like a solo activity. It can be a group activity. It can be, I might even throw some chores in there just to mix it up. They would probably get so mad at me if I did that. The number 10 is, make a dish I've never made / new cuisine. I feel like there's a ton of dishes that I've never made. But also I would love to try new cuisine. I love trying new cuisine all the time. I also want to create an accomplishments box. And I haven't determined if this is like something that is just for me and my accomplishments, or if this is going to be something for the entire family and all of our accomplishments. I kind of think I'm going to make it just for me. so that I can go back and see, this is what I've done. This is where I am at in my life. And even though I may not be where I want to be in this given moment, I have still made a lot of progress. So just something to help me remember that even though I'm not all the way there yet, I probably never will be, because every year I add more goals onto my plate. And then I also want to create a relaxation station. Oops, I forgot an A. And when I say relaxation station, it can be anything from, like, it can have beverages, it can have self-care items, it can have essential oils, it can have, like, we have like a therapeutic massage gun, like all of the different things would be, you know, great, because you never know like what you're going to need in a given moment. So I saw that on Pinterest or something, and I thought, you know, that's actually a super cool idea. When you're feeling stressed out and anxious, and you don't know what to do next, if you just direct your body over to the relaxation station, and it has all these different options, and you just pick one or pick two. You know, if there's like little like collagen face masks over there, and bubble bath, and a bath soak, and even like a curse word coloring page that might help you feel better. Even like a little treat or something, or like a packet of hot cocoa. Any number of things can be at this relaxation station. Whatever can make you pause and remove yourself from those negative feelings and like help you course correct. I feel like that would be a perfect relaxation station for just about anybody. So that's the idea and the intention behind that particular piece. And that will be like a family-wide thing. Like, I will make sure that everybody knows that if you need to go to the relaxation station, I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. Because again, I have a ton of pets, but I feel like if everyone in my household had access to that, it would be super beneficial. So that's something that I definitely want to do. That I think that might be my January item, my January goal, because I think having it set up at the beginning of the year, everybody has access to it, and then throughout the year we can just refill and restock. I feel like that is going to be massive in helping, like, even my teenage daughter with some of her anxiety. My husband maybe taking a step back to like, hey, I gotta take care of me too. And then even myself and my son. I don't know if he quite feels stress yet. He's 8, but if he does, I mean, he's always welcome to use the products as well. And then we just have to stay on top of like keeping it topped up and everything. But those are my creativity goals. I am super in love with this list, and I cannot wait to really put them together and express my creativity while also taking steps forward in my own life. Again, if you guys have any ideas on any of these items, or ideas of your own, or what you guys are doing, leave those in the comments below. I'm always looking for new ways to improve my own life. And of course, I will likely have a very similar list again next year, or well, in 2027 is what I'm talking about. I hope you guys had fun walking through these creativity goals with me. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks. Bye.